The year was 1222. In a small fishing village on the eastern coast of Japan, a child named Zenichi was born. His parents were simple folk, their lives deeply intertwined with the rhythms of the sea. Yet, from a young age, Zenichi displayed a remarkable sensitivity and compassion.
I see the hardships endured by our community, the constant struggle against poverty, and the unpredictable wrath of the ocean. My heart aches for our people. I yearn for a way to alleviate their suffering and lead them towards true happiness.
This innate desire to understand the nature of suffering and find a path to liberation would become the driving force of his life. Little did anyone know, this boy from a humble fishing village was destined to become a beacon of hope for humanity, known to history as Nichiren Daishonin. His journey would be long and arduous, fraught with challenges and persecutions. Yet through it all, his unwavering faith and compassionate heart would illuminate the path to enlightenment, not just for himself, but for all beings. Nichiren's life story is a testament to the transformative power of faith and the boundless potential that resides within each human being. At the tender age of 12, driven by an insatiable thirst for knowledge and a yearning to find solutions to human suffering, Zenichi embarked on a spiritual quest. He entered the local temple seeking guidance from the Buddhist teachings.
I'm filled with determination to understand these teachings. I must find a way to help our people.
Immersed in the study of scriptures and ancient wisdom, Zenichi spent his days in deep contemplation and rigorous practice. He delved into the teachings of various Buddhist schools prevalent at the time, diligently seeking the most effective way to lead people to enlightenment. His sharp intellect quickly grasped the essence of complex sutras, but Zenichi remained deeply troubled.
Many schools exist, each claiming to offer a path to enlightenment. Yet the common people continue to grapple with suffering and uncertainty. I yearn for a teaching that is not only profound in its philosophy, but also practical and accessible to all, regardless of their social standing or intellectual capacity.
Little did he know, his quest was about to lead him to a profound discovery that would change the course of Buddhist history. After years of dedicated study and tireless searching, Zenichi's quest for truth led him to the Lotus Sutra. In this magnificent scripture, he found the answers he had been seeking. A teaching so profound, so universal, and so empowering that it resonated deep within his soul.
The Lotus Sutra proclaims that Buddhahood, the state of absolute happiness and enlightenment, is not a distant goal attainable only by a select few. Instead, it declares that every single person, regardless of their past karma or present circumstances, possesses the inherent potential to attain Buddhahood in this lifetime. This message of hope and inclusivity resonates with my own deep-seated compassion and my fervent desire to alleviate the suffering of all beings.
In that moment, he vowed to dedicate his life to spreading this profound teaching and empowering others to unlock their own Buddhahood. This pivotal moment marked a turning point in Zenichi's life. He embraced the name Nichiren, meaning sun lotus, symbolizing his commitment to illuminating the world with the wisdom and compassion of the Lotus Sutra. Section 4, a voice of courage, challenging established doctrines and facing opposition.
Nichiren's declaration of the Lotus Sutra's supremacy and its message of universal Buddhahood did not sit well with the established religious authorities of the time.
They clung to their interpretations of Buddhism, often favoring exclusive practices and doctrines that catered to the elite.
Undeterred by their resistance, Nichiren fearlessly challenged the prevailing religious dogma.
He publicly criticized other Buddhist schools, engaging in debates and writing treatises that exposed what he saw as their inconsistencies and limitations.
His unwavering conviction and sharp critiques, while rooted in compassion, were perceived as a threat to the status quo.
The authorities, threatened by his growing influence and the power of his message, retaliated with increasing hostility. They sought to silence him, subjecting him to harassment, intimidation, and attempts to discredit his teachings.
Despite the escalating opposition, Nichiren remained resolute. He refused to be silenced, driven by his unshakable faith in the Lotus Sutra and his unwavering commitment to sharing its transformative message with the world.
Nichiren's courage in the face of adversity serves as a timeless example of the power of conviction and the importance of standing up for what is right, even in the face of overwhelming opposition. Section 5, Persecution and Resilience, the steadfast spirit of a true believer.
Nichiren's unwavering commitment to propagating the Lotus Sutra and his fearless critiques of the ruling elite ignited a firestorm of persecution.
He faced exile, imprisonment, and even attempts on his life, orchestrated by those in power who felt threatened by his growing influence.
In 1260, he presented his treatise on establishing the correct teaching for the peace of the land to the regent, boldly outlining the causes of the nation's turmoil and offering solutions based on the principles of the Lotus Sutra.
His words, however, were met with deaf ears. Instead of heeding his warnings, the authorities saw Nichiren's outspokenness as an act of treason.
He was banished to the desolate Izu Peninsula, enduring harsh conditions and isolation. Yet even in exile, his spirit remained unyielding.
He continued to write, teach, and share the empowering message of the Lotus Sutra with anyone who would listen.
Nichiren's exile marked a pivotal moment in his life. It was during this period of intense hardship that he solidified his resolve and deepened his understanding of the Lotus Sutra's transformative power.
His unwavering faith and resilience in the face of adversity stand as a testament to the strength that can be found in unwavering conviction.